while in the season of celebrating the birth of my Lord and personal Savior Jesus Christ. I had to put that in there. Hi guys, compliments of the season. While in that season, alleged reports of the United States launching an airstrike in northeastern Western Nigeria have sparked a lot of criticism from Islamic cleric Sheikh Ahmad Gumi. He's calling it a grave mistake and saying that foreign military involvement could worsen the insecurity and threaten Nigeria's sovereignty. Question is he right? Before we jump into conclusions, because I know that when you hear Gumi, you just want to get defensive. What are his fears? Might he be correct? Could this bounce and become worse? Let's get into the conversation. Sovereignty versus security, right? Which one? At what point does seeking foreign military support cross the line into surrendering the sovereignty of the country? Because that's a conversation that is ongoing. That's something that has been popping up a lot. A lot of people keep saying, we're losing our sovereignty by allowing, international other international bodies come into the nation to carry out military action. At what point do we cross over from receiving help to losing sovereignty?
You see, Gumi has been very, very vocal on this issue right from the onset when Donald Trump tweeted that Nigeria is a country of particular concern.
He has been
that if Nigeria doesn't do anything, they will come in. He's been very concerned. He said, as a matter of fact and urgency, the federal government led by President Bola Tinubu should severe relationship with America, because what they are trying to do is to invade our sovereignty. Today again, Donald Trump, being a man of his word, he stood by his word. The condition he gave, Nigeria failed to meet up with them, although they met up with one by a man who stood to defend himself against his attacker and killed his attacker, was sentenced to death. And America said this is unfair. What Sunday Jackson did was self-defense, and it can't be a match to a murderer, and that decision should be thrown in the dustbin. And by way of heeding to the American request, the Nigerian government, through the governor of Adamawa State, Governor Fitri, on Christmas Eve, if I remember, he did pardon Sunday Jackson by way of prerogative of mercy, that he should go home free and all of that. But again, America said that is one condition. Second condition is that the armed Fulani that are terrorizing the country should be disarmed by the federal government. The government had not taken any step to disarm the Fulani armed men across the country. And the pace of insecurity is widespreading. So America has taken the first step ever, in striking their base in the northwestern Nigeria. And Gumi has come up to say that the federal government should take steps, because the federal government also said that this is not done, it was not done in isolation, that there's a collaboration between the Nigerian government and the American government. And Gumi said the Nigerian government should halt it immediately, because he said America, in fact, he doesn't mind it, so he called America terrorists. So you don't fight terrorists with terrorists. He said if Nigerian government had wanted help,
Gumi said that.
Yeah, Gumi said that. That if Nigerian government had wanted help, they should need not go to Nigeria. You have places like Turkey, Pakistan, and he mentioned all other Muslim countries that are also being ravaged by insecurity. So these are some of the things. Gumi is a man who believes that his brother has been killed, because don't forget, in the past, Gumi had been the one, especially during the time of General Buhari, the one going to the forest to have negotiations and deals with the bandits and the terror and the ICS, and come to say that they are our Islamic brother. They shouldn't be killing himself and Patami, who was the minister of
which is another conversation we do not have enough, because how someone like Pantami, that is an ISIS supporter, ended up in the coffers of Nigerian government is something that we do not even understand. But let's move away from that. So
this is what Gumi is saying, that look, that his fuming is angry that the Nigerian government has taken a wrong step. Why go to America? Americans are terror. We don't have to deal with terror. We don't fight terror with terror. We should go to a country that are...
I'm sorry, between Pakistan and America, which is more...
This is his own...
I'm sorry. I don't want to know if he has a reality.
The same Gumi, who is an Islamic cleric, has been banned by the Saudi government not to enter their soil because of his terror nature. And this is a man speaking for the Nigerian sovereignty. It tells a lot about the kind of human being he is. And it's left for the Nigerian government to, sometimes someone wonders what is still keeping Gumi free from doing what, because if Gumi know where the terror is and he can negotiate with them and come to tell government what the terror want, that there's freedom fighter or they are just hungry people who are looking for money to eat, they are not criminal per se. We wonder who
are we giving Gumi too much credit and too much attention, given that he's been negotiating forever and terrorism has been getting worse? Are we giving him, because now I'm going to ask this question from the standpoint of mediation, right? And I know that mediation, or not just mediation, ADR, all types of ADR, they work with the consent of both parties, not one. Both agreed, both parties involved, right, have to want to be involved in any form of alternate dispute resolution. So it's not like litigation where I can compel you, the law can compel the other party to. This one, you have to be interested, you have to agree and sit down at the table. And these individuals, the terrorists or the attackers, whoever they are the only people involved in this negotiation with Gumi. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. Does Sheikh Gumi have conversations with the people who are being attacked? Or does he just have conversations with the attackers?
I think he has with both, but what question is where does his sympathy lies with? Say Gumi for me is a businessman, and every businessman, if your business is threatened, don't keep quiet. And the terrorism happening in Nigeria has made this man grow in stature, make him more richer, make him more popular within the northern enclave. Now it seems that with this strong tweet, there's going to be a change, and he's fighting for his life. It is a shame that we've given this man so much airtime. He is a Muslim cleric that is not allowed to go and do his Muslim rites in Saudi Arabia. For every of the celebration, they go to Mecca. For every serious Muslim, look towards,
one of the things they should do
there
before they die.
He's not allowed in. And he said something that for me is quite funny. Say terrorists can't fight terror.
Terrorists.
He was referring to America. He said terrorists can't fight terror. They will end up killing innocent people. But these bandits, ISIS, these bandits and flying headsmen that have been killing innocent people, Gumi did not see it. Now he has come to America, terrorists coming to fight terror. They might end up killing innocent people. But we've had innocent people being casualty of these horrendous attacks. Gumi has not seen anything. What he has able to tell us that Nigerian government has made these people to become terrorists. Nigerian government has not treated this group right. That's why they are doing what they are doing. He's always looking for a reason to justify what they're doing. Remember when America treated, when the heat became small, Gumi being a businessman that I said, when they act smart, he started placing costs on those terrorists. Anybody that taking somebody's life, this will happen to you. He started placing costs. But these are the same people you've been representing. These are the same people you carry from government to go and give them to settle them. These are the same people. So I don't know, it does not make sense. So you said something when you were talking. I'm coming.
Yeah.
Why is it becoming so concerned? Why is Gumi so concerned? Does he feel threatened by American president, or does he have information that we don't have that threatens his life? If he is not culpable, if he is not involved in this thing, why is he crying more than he believes? Okay, now he was before speaking about our sovereignty. Now you okay if the Nigerian government has gone into partnership with Pakistan, with Turkey to come and find these terrorists? Now if they're coming in, our sovereignty is no longer an issue. Because of this America, our sovereignty is an issue. If it's China, our sovereignty is not an issue. Gumi cannot be speaking from both sides of the mouth. He is culpable. Nigerians know. See, he has enjoyed this for a long time, and this business is coming to an end. So you should accept it. It's time also move on.
So now let's get this. Well, I watched one of his interviews that he had with a friend of mine at Mainland FM in Lagos, Opemia Kiodi, and he said he's grossly misunderstood by the Nigerian people. It's one of the things he stands for. He says that a lot. Do you think he's been like? I need us to be very open-minded now. In what way, shape, or form could his message be misunderstood?
You see, Gumi as a man making that statement is very laughable. Just look at what he said, that America, he's referring to America to be terror. Say terrorists you don't fight terrorists with terrorists. But he is saying China, who are presently exploring and taking away our resources free of charge, arming bandits to kill our citizens so that they can exploit our resources, should be the one the Nigerian government should go into collaboration with to fight terror. Like he said, Gumi is a businessman, and this banditry and kidnapping is his business. Once America comes in, his business is being threatened. Like what happened last night when the airstrike that happened in the northwest. Don't forget, Katsina State is under northwest, Zamfara is in northwest, Kaduna is in northwest.
We don't even know where.
Right? We don't know exactly
where. We just know that it's the northwest.
That's why I'm mentioning the area that is covered by the northwest.
Yeah.
Sokoto is in northwest, Kebbi is in northwest, and in recent time, a lot has been happening
along those lines.
And a lot of our natural resources, our gold and uranium and other, has been exploited by China, and what. So, and Gumi is a partaker. So Gumi is being misunderstood by Nigeria because Nigeria don't understand why Gumi should be exploiting Nigeria and killing innocent Nigeria. The only thing Nigeria understands is that Gumi is happy to kill Nigeria so that he can exploit our national resources in collaboration with his China, partners, and so he just mentioned where his partners are coming from. Gumi just told us clearly, in clear terms, that it's a partnership with China, with Turkey, and the rest of them, exploiting our natural resources, our gold from the northern region. And if you disturb this terrorism, this kidnapping, then you will disturb his business. The same Gumi have pleasure of enjoying the crude oil money that is being exploited from the Niger Delta without the Niger people being catered for.
So can I come in here to why Nigerians cannot understand Gumi? Gumi complained about American strikes, says wrong, but in same sentence he inferred that if this strike if it has been taken off by China, Pakistan or Turkey, would have been okay. Does that make sense? Most of America is all good, but if you read these people, it's simple because they are partners.
Okay, so can we logically put these nations? Can we put them side by side to see, right? I mean, is there precedence of Pakistan and Turkey and all the other ones that Gumi mentioned? China, giving military assistance to nations that are battling insecurity. Did it get better?
No, I think in Pakistan, Turkey at the point had a base in Pakistan when they were having little issues, but we don't know them for doing that.
So Turkey is the same country that was initially correct me if I'm wrong, a Christian-dominated nation that has now become an Islamic nation, which is one of the things that Christians in Nigeria are trying to clamor and say, these people have an agenda of Islamizing Nigeria, with their and Gumi is saying, an extremist, by the way, an extremist Islamic cleric is saying that allow Turkey to put their boots on ground. To do what? Is it to fight? So let's get what Gumi wants here. And I'm doing this. I know how the questions are sounding, but I'm doing it to drive a point home because I want to understand Gumi. Personally, I'm very interested in doing that. Is Pakistan and Turkey and China going to come in to help fight whose cause? Because we know what the United States are coming to fight. They're coming to fight against a Christian genocide. It has been mentioned time and time again. Trump keeps saying, no, we're coming to help the Nigerians in the Christian community in Nigeria. So they know that they are coming to fight for the Christian community. Who is Turkey, Pakistan, and China?
It's easy. Let me just answer you halfway because Gumi is I said it. Americans are coming to fight for the Christians. China, Turkey, and Pakistan are coming to fight to Islamize Nigeria, because this is what all the Buhari about Christian genocide is all about, is to coerce the Christian to bow, to change their religion to become Islam.
Now you've driven my point home. So if this man is blatantly saying that he supports, right? He supports the ways of Sharia, and the people who shout Allahu Akbar before they kill people, I'm sorry, I'm just saying it is what it is. We've heard it too many times. I personally heard it, right? And the people who say it is in the name of Allah that we kill, and they recite the Quran before they execute and slaughter people on camera. There are tapes everywhere before people say, I'm coming for your religion, right? He's in support of people coming to support them to continue killing people who did nothing to you except decide to serve the God that they chose to serve that isn't yours, right? So he's saying Islamize Nigeria, kill more Christians, and then convert the ones that you cannot kill, right? That's what he's saying. This man has blatantly said that time and time again. Why are Nigerians giving him a second thought when he opens his mouth?
He's a smart man. Gumi is a smart businessman. See what he said in that same press release. He said that in Quran it is allowed for terrorists to be attacked, but those that will attack terrorists should be those that have clean hands.
Yes.
Then he's referring that America doesn't have clean hands. China has clean hands. Turkey has clean hands. And Pakistan has clean hands. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? He's trying to bring those that will be sympathetic to because he believes
he's fighting.
Yes.
China. So he's just looking out for his personal interest.
He has already been in Nigeria. China is a country that goes into a country. They do not care about what happens internally. If you're killing your people, China will not say a word. As long as their business is going on, they don't care about how you treat your people.
Now here's the question, moving away from Gumi for a bit. If China's interest is business, is money, is resources, right? Because we've seen that happen too many times. China has been in Nigeria for too long, right? We know what their interest is money, is profit, right? And if Pakistan and Turkey's interest is Islam, what is the United States' interest?
It's very clear. United States says that, look, they are Christian brother. If you look at the demography of the world, the highest numbers of Christians, I think, is in America, Mexico, Brazil, and Nigeria is the fourth in that line. And Nigeria is the largest black popular country. Yeah. And if Nigeria Christians are being attacked, the Christian brotherhood is being attacked. America is coming to save their brother, their Christian brother. They made it very clear.
So it's a religious situation.
Very clear that, look, and it is in their law. It is very clear in their law. I can't remember the exact law. Kafo used to quote it. It's in their law that if this happened to Christian, the American government reserved the right. This is their constitution, and that constitution is what Donald Trump is standing on to carry out the airstrike. America does not come because they want Nigeria to be a Christian nation.
Yeah. They just want
those who are Christian to be allowed to serve their God in their own country. Donald Trump, the report everywhere shows that Christians have been, removed from their ancestral home. They've been removed from their state, and they've been put in IDP camp and all of that. So this is what Donald Trump is trying to reinstate the Christians who have been chased away from their homeland by this terror. To regain their, they are not coming. Like you said, America. We know that China, they are here for business. What is Turkey here for? We don't even had a bad Turkey until Gumi mentioned it, and we don't even know that Pakistan was in this battle until Gumi mentioned it. And he said those who will fight terror to fight those who will clean hand. What is the clean hand?
Not proving justice that just brought in the whole spectrum.
Yes.
Now we didn't know. Who had told us who and who that were in this thing? That Turkey, which Nigeria didn't know. But some of these
We never had any idea that there was.
They have funding.
And Gumi now, in his fit of rage, is starting to tell us his funders. But here's where we have to wrap it up on the show.
We should look at these countries.
It's getting very interesting. And yes, I'm going to just put this out there. All investigative journalists and people who want to do their findings, do your findings. There is a bit of smoke coming out in different places. Find the fire, fan the flames, and let's find out. But this is what I'm going to say in closing. All over the world right now, in the United States, in Canada, in the UK, even here in Africa, we are seeing a move of Islam, radical Islam, across the world. Christmas trees are being thrown down. People are fighting Christianity, not other religions. Christianity. If Islam is trying to take on the fourth largest global Christian community in the world. I said global already, and in the world, I know. You have to know that the agenda is no small one. Whether we want to say it's a Christian genocide or it's not, there is an attack on Christianity all over the world. And what is happening in Nigeria is not even any different. You have a role to play. And if you don't play that role, your right to pray to the God you choose will be truncated one day. Whether it is Jesus Christ or Ogun or Oshun or whatever it is, or any of the orishas that you choose to worship, as long as it is not Allah, it will be truncated. Your laws will be broken down for Sharia. We are already seeing it. They are having the conversations in Western Nigeria. If you like, continue to play semantics with the words. People have a right to choose the God that they serve, and they should not be killed for it. I don't see any Christian trying to say we're going to kill Muslims for choosing to pray in the middle of the streets. I don't think any Christian deserves to be slaughtered for any cause necessary. We pray that at the end of all of this, with the US coming on board and whatever, Nigeria doesn't become a testing ground for weapons, and this doesn't break out to be bigger, but this brings an end to the madness we've been suffering for well over 16 years in this country. Have a very beautiful time celebrating the holidays that are sponsored by the birth of my Lord and personal Savior, Jesus Christ.